Hi there, my name is Phil Cunningham, and together with my wife Jackie, we founded Sunrise Animation Studios. Sunrise was birthed out of a passion for storytelling. Growing up in Africa was the most awesome experience. The great outdoors, the wild expanse just fueled my imagination. There's one place called the Zambezi River where you could literally canoe for 5 days. You wouldn't see a human being, just elephant, buffalo, lion. And it was there on that backdrop that I started to fall in love with story. Every weekend as a boy, I just filled notebook after notebook telling stories. And arriving at university, I met Jackie. And both of us were struck by the incredible power of film, in particular as a story medium, to connect and move people. It's got this amazing Trojan horse effect. It gets under people's defense mechanisms, and it can plant a seed for good or bad. And we were like, wow, you only live once. And how amazing would it be to give your life to tell stories that ignite and inspire people? So we set out on this journey. And we fell in love with animation because animation's got this power to cross race, cultural, age and gender barriers better than any other medium. And also animation's beautiful because it connects with children and young people. And we've got such a love for young people because they're the future of the world. We wanted to tell stories that were original, fresh and not derivative. Stories that could genuinely connect and move people. And I think Africa creates an amazing canvas and backdrop to ignite that. It's a consonance of scale, of contrast, of color. But the question is, how do you take all that creativity, energy and electricity and channel it down stories that genuinely move and connect with people? Well, that segues well into our next passion, which is people. Both of us just love people and working with people. Reading Michael Dell's autobiography, he said that he always tried to employ people smarter than himself. And that's been one of our goals because we really want to tell movies that are brilliantly executed. And so we've looked to build team out of people who are brilliant at what they do. We've also looked to build team looking for the right people. And what I mean by that is people who are right in the sense that they're technically brilliant at whatever they do in their aspect of filmmaking, but also the right people in terms of heart and DNA and spirit, and in particular their love of story for story's sake. And the other thing we've looked for in building team is diversity. I love scuba diving, and one thing that scuba diving taught me is if you go down into the ocean, you see this beautiful world, this ecosystem with lobsters and dolphins and angelfish and seahorses. And what makes the ocean beautiful is its diversity. So as we build a studio and as we build the people in it, we've looked to build people who are different and bring different things into the equation of storytelling, which has been so much fun. And we're so privileged to work with some of the most brilliant people in the world. To end it off, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about our company DNA. On the ancient maps, they used to have an acronym that said HBD, which was basically at the edge of charted waters, and as you headed into uncharted, unknown waters, they had a sign which stood for "Here be dragons." They didn't know what was there, perhaps dragons. And I think as a story company, that's where we want to go. We want to sail past the HBD sign and into uncharted waters and take risks and tell stories that are brave. We want to tell stories that inspire our generation. We want to tell stories that really ignite people to live their best story and go into the world and be brave.